bought the story free. And then if you want more of it, well, there it is. So that's neat.
I think from what we saw here, there's 4 parts we're going to be reading today, and there's more parts on her coffee.
So,
if
okay.
you like it, support the author. Go participate.
15
with
seconds in.
Indulge more into other art. You know, it's just nothing but support them and help them create more and more cool.
Just chilling.
Yep, it looks pretty sweet.
Let's see who comes
I gotta admit, this one is
and chills with
mine,
me.
so you know those are few and far between. And I got
While I do this boring work.
Sorry, I got choked up complimenting you.
Good fucking lord.
I mean, it's not boring to me, but
it's an interesting topic. I do think it's interesting.
someone must watch me do it. That's I'm not forcing them.
How life is different for some people like that. Like
I'll just sit here and talk to myself.
In the intro,
I don't talk to myself normally,
the police are
but when the camera's on,
apartment
I have to
building
talk
that
to myself.
someone died in. And they're like, at first the police had questions as to
as
why,
much as I can.
none of the, what was it? Nothing in the house had labels. The light in the fridge was out. Stuff like that.
Cheers,
like,
fucker.
It's like, oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't need the light bulb in the fridge.
Okay.
It would take a lot more for me to make that delineation.
There were more layers than that. Actually, hold on.
Man, you're really selling House of Leaves as a real crime thriller. I mean, they went in and the fridge didn't have a light bulb, so put 2 and 2 together, he's blind.
Okay. It's gonna have to pop off right now.
Wow. I feel like I'm listening to Jodie Foster and Silence of the Lambs right now.
I should blow my nose.
Man, wow.
His apartment,
Yikes.
however, didn't come close to anything envisioned by Joel. Okay, hold on. Shush. Hold on, I'm trying to let me make my case. Okay, here it is. Sure, his place was eclectic, but hardly grotesque or even that far out of the ordinary. Until, of course, you took a more careful look and realized, hey, why are all these candles unused? Why no clocks? Not on the walls, not even on the corner of a dresser. And what's with these strange pale bugs or the fact that there's hardly a bulb in the whole apartment, not even in the refrigerator? Well, that, of course, was Zampano's greatest ironic gesture. Love of love written by the brokenhearted, love of life written by the dead, all of this language of light, film, and photography, and he hadn't seen a thing since the mid-50s. He was blind as a bat. So, but
I don't have a clock on my walls.
Listen, the reason that's significant is because when police investigate his house, it's covered in writings. There's like stories written across books and books and books, and there's journals everywhere, and he's been writing on the wall, but then he's blind.
It froze.
The question comes from. So
yeah,
I froze the program.
Light bulb in the fridge. You really have to go out of your way to remove the light bulb in the fridge.
Well, if it goes out, you're not going to replace it.
When have you ever, in your life,
Let's see if it goes again.
have you ever heard someone be like, hey man, I just I have to change the light bulb in my fridge?
Listen, no, I have had a garage fridge.
Nope.
We know every
It just straight up
family
crashed.
has a garage fridge, right?
Which means I lost all that work.
Okay. That
All 10 seconds of it.
You're not holding up a sign right now or anything, are
No.
you? Because you do that to me sometimes. Well, the sign that's like psychopath or whatever. That fridge out there, I've had the light go out there, but everyone just leaves it.
Oh, there we go. Something just disconnected on my computer. Alright, let's do that again.
We appreciate you. I gotta tell you too, we really need this needs to be a strong story. Last week, I've been seeing the people, our viewers are revolting against us. We need a strong one here.
If you didn't enjoy that, then
Oop.
I don't know who you are, because I was having the
You're me.
time of my life.
You're me.
You're him.
You
full of
didn't
death
enjoy
and hate.
that, you were me.
And
Alright?
you didn't know that fridges light bulbs could go out. That's you.
Save it so I don't lose that again. Alright.
It's true. Well, I'm just letting you know.
And it's
I've
at its
been drinking
apex.
chocolate milk. I think it's spoiled. I think it's gone bad.
Why are you still drinking it?
I mean, it's almost done. I feel bad if I just dump it out.
If it's bad, throw it out. You and Kayla are the same way. She will eat rotten food because she's like, I don't want to be wasteful. It's like, it's already gone to waste.
Except for that frame right there.
It's almost, it's like a Greek
Fix that
tragedy,
shit.
like Oedipus Rex or something. I'm looking at this and it's resembling the last bit of chocolate milk in the bottom of the Chateau local milk bottle is, it looks like the diarrhea that's going to be in my toilet later. That's what it feels like.
Okay, can we get to this?
Not the right color.
Else I don't like.
Sour like a warhead. Yep, let's do it.
Milk should not be so. Okay, actually, I'm going to step right here to my mini fridge and I'm going to grab a drink. So let's
You pull out a giant bottle of vodka.
Alright, I was actually sitting here listening to see if you had anything snarky to say, and you did, so you failed.
I thought you could hear me. I was obviously talking to you.
And that time, I got up actually to get the drink, so I tricked you twice.
You're a sick fuck.
Didn't fix
That's
that
very
one.
House of Leaves of you.
Okay, shut up. That's an amazing book.
Well, I'm just saying that like brilliant cat and mouse game you're playing with me. It reminded me of my favorite crime novella.
What are you talking about, cat and mouse game?
Just cat and mouse. That's what all crime throws are. You're trying to catch the perp. When they go in, they're like, how exactly?
Okay,
the
but
cat.
that's not about
The cat.
catching a
No.
perp. What I was reading is the opening of House of Leaves. It has nothing to do with it.
No. The cat asks, if he's blind, how did he write on the wall? And then the mouse says, you'll have to find out. That mouse.
Okay.
Alright, let's get into it.
Okay, let's get into it. I've always been blind, and that's fine by me. I'm glad I never got to see and then lose my sight. That would have been too depressing. Instead, I don't get to mourn something I've never had. I've lived in this Upper East Side flat for a really, really long time. As a writer, it's important for me to have my own space. I've been told my writing style is exquisite because I cannot see. Focus on the other senses. My writing shines by stimulating them. I don't say a red apple. Red has no meaning for me. I say warm, firm, sour. A bit sweet, fits in your hand, smells of grass and childhood. I'm not gonna lie. This flat was nice for a while, but really tiny. And I want to learn to play the piano. So naturally, since I've saved up a lot of money for my works, I bought this beautiful mansion in the suburbs. At least that's how my friends and family called it. I don't care. I can't see anything.
Whoa.
I just needed to feel the warm sunlight in the kitchen, crisp air from my balcony. I drink my coffee in the morning.
I'm not doing this in any kind of efficient manner at all.
People thought it would be a problem if my house had an upper floor.
Okay.
Because, according to them,
Yup.
even if I've lived my whole life blind, I cook, chop up things, take baths, and clean the house. I apparently can't climb some damn stairs. No problem for me. I counted the steps of my staircase. 14. Eventually, I got used to it, and I even started going up and down the stairs faster since I knew exactly how many steps I needed to climb. That's the thing when you're blind. Some movements become reflexes. Since you live alone, you learn how to position certain things and you always find them in the same place. One day, however, I was going down the stairs and I tripped. Where I expected the floor to be,
That's
there was
crazy.
this additional step. And I didn't think much of it. Figured I must have not paid attention. I mean, yes, it was odd, because after 30 years of being blind, tripping wasn't really a common thing, but I don't look much into it. Aha, look. However, when I went up again, I tripped at the top. That was definitely unusual. Sure as it was, one extra step. I went back the stairs, counted. 15, counted again. 14.
The fuck?
Sure enough, 14 steps. Whatever, I went to sleep. A few days passed and I didn't trip anymore. I played it off as some error my tired mind made. And one night, as I went downstairs to get a glass of water, I tripped again. This time, I really fell down on my foot. That was not a skip step. There were at least 2 additional steps. I felt around and stood up. My foot hurt a lot, but the ankle was good. I couldn't really stand up on it, but no serious damage. I went up, carefully, counting. 16.
What the fuck?
It's funny because there's no quotes here just coming in to say the obscenity.
Yes.
That's really fun. I like it. That's good. Keep it going. Sure, you mess up. You count one more or one less, but two more. The house was so still, so silent. No birds, no bees, no cars passing. Normal people feared the darkness. I feared the silence. I went down the stairs again, counting. By the time I reached the bottom, I counted 14 again. I went up again, 18. That was absolutely ridiculous. Was someone messing with me? How could they even mess with me like that? I've never heard of burglar. Burglar. I've never heard of a burglar to break into someone's house and add steps to their stairs. Still, I went to check to see if I locked the door. I can make my way around the room, through the kitchen, and into the hallway. And then I bumped into something. It froze. My organs tensed up, my hair stood up, all ears. I never felt so much fear in my life. Decided to go on and check the door. Yeah, locked. I made my way back upstairs. This time I didn't bump into anything or anyone.
Can't stop moving. That just looks weird.
For fuck's sakes.
So we got the body in.
All night, all I did was go up and
Have to
down.
do some more crane movement.
Each time I got different results. Back upstairs.
Ever so
I decided to
slightly.
go down and make one final count. 14. Okay, it's probably going to be more. 15. Oh, still going. 17. 19. 21. That's a record. 27. 33. That could not be possible. 52. 88. I could absolutely feel the sense of impending doom. Something was there with me. It was vile, disgusting, and unnatural, and this staircase was never ending. 102. I finally gave up. Whatever this was, I didn't want to reach the bottom. I went back up. The moment I turned my back to go up, I tried to be brave, but something got over me and I ran on all fours, desperate to reach the top, desperate to run back to my bedroom. I don't remember how I got inside and locked my door, but I did. Now I'm sitting here, typing. This house is strange. It's eerie and disturbing. And I think if I'd gotten to the bottom of the staircase, I would have left this world. I don't think that was my house anymore. However, no matter what stupid, cryptic, eerie, unnatural staircase I felt, it is important not only that I don't go down there, and nothing comes up here either. Right now, I can hear it creaking.
End of part one. That's awesome.
That's the end of part one. That was sick. No, okay, so we don't really talk about this a lot because we're kind of like
Nope.
we operate under the impression of like, well, this is a horror story that's submitted to no sleep. And then the author has to act like they're really there or whatever, right? But this is one of the only stories we've read where it because of its length and the way it's written, it actually kind of feels like the tone of someone who is in this situation.
Yeah. Well, I think I just think that there's not a lot of fat around to it. Like, I mean,
Exactly, yeah.
it's just so to the point. The use of numbers, and I think the idea to what really elevates this is you could do this as well and have it be creepy if you could see, but having it be blind is now even we, the audience, are left to imagine what is happening to the house around them, to have it, just magically these stairs keep adding or decreasing in number, and it's just a lot of fun. And two, just this subtle element of like not really emphasizing too much on what's in there with this person. Something's in there with them. It's just creepy.
I mean, it's nice to know,
That
like,
neck.
you're stepping into this pit, effectively, or like, if the staircase keeps going, who knows, it's like it goes all the way down to hell, right? You have this, like, infinite staircase, but they can't see it. Like, it could be one step at a time right in front of their feet, or it could be this chasm that's opened up. But them being blind adds a layer to it. The way that it's worded makes it feel very real, given our situation and stuff. Like, yeah, I really like that. That was a great intro.
Do you think that this author is blind? Do we have any evidence for that?
I would say no, because the title of this story is I Am
14
Blind.
minutes, not a
So
single
it's
view.
like that's the unique
That's
thing there, and then a bunch of her other stuff.
interesting.
None of the titles seem to do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just because you're blind doesn't mean everything has to be about being blind. But just curious, just because it was so well spoken to, I really like the idea too of people saying that her writing is rich because she doesn't say the apple's red. It's like more of the taste and feel of something. Just little things that, I mean, we were kind of talking about, you really take for granted your eyesight.
Yeah.
and stuff. You know, I think like you really reject a lot of the other senses because of that. So yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. That was a really quick one too. So I'm curious to see.
I could
if
add
the
some
other
kind
parts
of
are as, you know, are they as
squishing effect to the
dense
head,
as they start
but
getting longer with
I
the
kind of
writing?
just want to get done with this.
Yeah, I'm,
Start a new
it's on the
project.
hook. I certainly liked it. Even if that was just a standalone vignette, like by itself, I'd be like, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
just
Draw.
a spooky
What are you
little,
doing?
you know, story is nice.
Yeah. So, part 2. As I typed out the first post, actually dictated it, I would stop from time to time to listen. The creaking was not consistent and almost imperceptible. A normal person couldn't probably hear it, but my remaining 4 senses were overly sharpened. I guess what scared me most was the silence in between.
That was one thing too I forgot to say in the first part was really liked the use of like the silence, like kind of really raising, like the nothingness from all your other senses would make you so scared versus being like in the dark and not being able to see anything. Imagine being in a place where you're descending these steps and like all you can hear is just the sound of your feet on the floor. You know, like no cars.
You have
Hold up.
absolutely no idea. It's almost as if it was mocking me. I didn't want to think of the thing I bumped into. Felt like bumping into a coat rack or something, but I didn't stop to feel around. I have a consistent urge to flee any dangerous situation I'm in, because I know I can't fight it. Even if I were fast, even if I were strong, I can't fight something I don't fully understand. They could be standing right in front of me, and if there was still enough, I wouldn't know. As I finished writing, I reached for my phone. I figured I'd call my sister. I was starting to feel the warmth of the morning light on my shoulders through the windows. Hear some birds. Judging on how stiff I felt, I must have been up all night.
The head is like shrinking.
Creaking had stopped.
Some of those frames don't actually hit the sides of the crane arm.
Hey Siri, hold that.
My voice sounded so hoarse. Usually I talk to myself a lot. I sing, whatever. I play music. This time, I was
so
so
light.
quiet, so afraid to make a sound, so afraid to breathe. The phone was ringing.
Hi there. You good? It's kind of early. What time is it?
Like 6 a.m.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Everything okay?
I stopped. Slowly, I crept up to the door and placed my ear on the oak wood to listen. I could feel someone's presence outside, waiting.
Oof, that's creepy.
I think someone broke into my house, and they're being very discreet about it. I've started noticing things. Unusual stuff. I tripped when I shouldn't. Last night I bumped into something. Like a coat rack.
I'm not even at that frame yet. What am I doing?
Yes. And the staircase kept creaking. Right now I've locked myself into the bedroom, but I think it's waiting on the other side of the door. Fuck. That's so creepy. I have to be at the office at 9, but I'll phone it if I'm late. I'll come check it out. Thanks. Do you have a key?
Silence.
Daph, do you have a key? No.
God, I'm gonna have to redo those heads.
Why? Didn't I give you
Eh.
You did, but I didn't take it. I felt weird having a key to your house.
Just
For fuck's sakes. Whatever, just come. I'll fucking go downstairs again and let you in.
Okay, stay safe.
Whatever. After that, so here. That
Is it
silence,
only
do you
something
think
that'll
that's
bother
something, you
me?
know, like, it feels like something
Probably.
was interjecting into the conversation, right?
yeah. Okay,
A
fuck it.
complete tonal shift. Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right. Where it's like, everything was fine up until do you have a key?
What's I'm saying?
Okay, also, Daphne's response you would think would be more intense, where she's like, I think someone's in my house, right? You think it'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm calling the police and get whatever, but she's just kind of like, that's creepy. Well, I have to be at the office at 9. She's kind of almost dismissive of it a bit. So then that,
Yeah.
do you have a key? Silence. Do you have a key? No. And then you did, but I didn't take it.
Oh,
I
the
thought you
connection's
had a
getting
key.
bad.
The whole idea of like you're waking up at 6 a.m. They're like, it's kind of early. It's 6. She's kind of groggy, and then she's like, I think someone's in my house. I feel like you'd be like, what? What the fuck? That's weird. Like, I think she was giving off normal vibes. And then even when she's like, well, I'll just call in and say I'm gonna be late and I'll swing by. Like, it's very receptive. And all of a sudden,
Does
"Do you have a key?"
move.
No. short answer. Before it was very ever-flowing, so I don't know.
There might be something there. That's interesting. I think you're right, though, that there's definitely a tonal shift on purpose there.
No matter what, the one thing's for certain is that chocolate milk is work. I mean, like, I am having to hold everything in right now. Go ahead.
You can run to the bathroom.
No, I want to see. I'm kind of hooked right now.
On seeing if you can
I feel like
hold it
this
in
brush
with
is
your
working better than
shirt.
it usually does for some reason.
What would happen if you just violently?
If I had a violent diarrhea in my pants, I would show the audience. I would show you the back of my legs and everything. Okay, but I want to know what happens.
Okay. All right. If that milk gets too bad, you need to let me know.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll switch to mobile and I'll record that way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, look right.
I'm imagining now that like the camera's cutting back and forth between my normal setup and you like in a dark bathroom with the phone right under your chin and like you can just hear very loud toilet noises.
I don't want to come to that. Please read.
I hung up and sat on the floor, back against the door, waiting.
So how much tension should I put
Nothing
into
was
it?
going on. Did I scare it off? She texted me she had 10 more minutes.
It should
before
just
she
pop
was
off right there.
Okay, finally. I stood up and unlocked the door.
Okay, it's gonna be a challenge,
My options were very limited.
but I'm up for it.
Normal people could literally look around.
Let's watch
and
it in
make out
its
if they were
entirety.
alone or not. Couldn't. All I could do was listen. If whatever was there was being really still, really silent, the worst option was to feel around. That terrified me. I've talked to others. Something similar to them was sticking their hand out into the
Alright.
darkness.
Oh yeah, I want to time this.
Touching that thing made my skin crawl. Direct.
Let's
plunge
do a
out, so
timer.
unbearable, so much more dangerous. I had no choice. Because everything was silent. I stuck my hands out.
Alright, we're gonna start at the beginning and
I
go.
wanted to keep going, but at the same time, I wanted so badly to stop and turn around. Made my way to the stairs. 14 steps. Next normal. I was barefoot in the hardwood floors. Felt so cold. So unusual.
13 seconds.
And all that bothered me until I stepped into something sticky.
Ugh.
Ew.
God, I couldn't imagine making a minute-long animation,
I gagged and wiped my foot on the carpet.
but I'm gonna be
I
doing
was
it.
going to ask Daphne what that was. Made it to the door without any other occurrences. I unlocked it and was greeted by the familiar voice of my sister.
Alright,
Hi,
it's
oh
time
God,
to
I'm
make
so sorry you have to go through this.
the
I
head
wanted to
come
call
off.
911,
So
dial and
first,
everything. I'll take a look. I wanted Ryan to come too, but you know how it is.
the
with him.
crane is gonna make a
Felt the warm
significant
hand
jump.
of mine and her sweet perfume.
Thank you. It's such a comfort that you're
Not
here.
that way.
Yeah, no problem. Please take
So
care.
it should
Tell me if you
be.
notice anything unusual and I stepped into something sticky in the living room. Please tell me what it is. Okay, I will. Let's see.
I heard her pace the room carefully.
Wait, what the
Not
hell?
saying a word. Silence.
So, what is it? Anything weird?
Ah,
Silence. Or wasn't she speaking?
It's nothing alarming. It's just odd.
actually, I should just fix that so I have a good reference point.
Jam? Yeah, jam. Are you sure? Yep. There's a jar on your counter. Oh, but maybe you forgot about it? No, I did not. I did not fucking eat jam. What? It's nothing. Things are a bit out of order. How? Usually pretty neat right now. It's a bit of a mess.
Excuse me.
Got a pan on the floor and this painting propped up on your dinner table, taken from the wall, a pile of clothes spread around, almost in a pattern. What the fuck? Go upstairs and check too.
Bro, if someone has just been living in her house,
Not only has someone been living in your house, but they're like basically doing some kind of like fucking ritual or something. And they've
well, they're
been eating your
trashing the
food.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just throwing clothes and they're eating. You know how terrifying that? I have never considered that.
Just move
If you
it
were
like that
blind in
much.
a really big house, there is, if someone was really quiet, really sneaky, they could just live in the house with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
No, sir. No, sir.
That would be,
I don't know why
oh,
the
man,
arrow keys stop working sometimes.
I could tell she didn't want to, based on her hesitation. Eventually, I heard her climb the stairs and walk around.
Not sure what that's all about.
Anything? Please speak. There's nothing weird upstairs and no one.
anywhere. It's
Alright, let's just
pretty
play it.
neat.
That bothered me for some reason.
How neat. Well, the usual.
It's gotta go way faster than that.
My bed is made? Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't make it. Oh, God.
Gosh.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I didn't make it.
Oh no.
I was literally sleeping in it, then I woke up to get a glass of water. Then the weird shit happened, I locked myself in the bedroom. Didn't stop to make my fucking bed. I mean,
Let's see what that looks like.
like a child tried to. Oh, God, what a haunting detail. Like a, God. You said no one was there.
That makes me out a little bit.
Yeah. You said no one was there. No one. Call the police.
I heard her getting downstairs.
Look, I can't. Why not? Someone's definitely fucking around in my house. And tell them what? That someone made your bed? Placed your pan on the floor? No signs of forced entry? You didn't get hurt? I bumped into something. In the middle of the night? In the dark? How unusual? Okay, well, someone was definitely there. Look, there's not much I can do. I've checked everything. You're pretty safe. You have no attic, no basement, no back door. Windows locked, doors locked. You're good. I'll help you clean up and I'll get going. If there's anything weird, call me. Okay.
I had to ask her, even though she was going to think I'm crazy.
How many steps does my staircase have? What? Count them for me. 14 as usual. Okay.
Okay, for one, I want to call out her Daphne's comment where she says, our author says, I bumped into something, and Daphne says, in the middle of the night, in the dark, how unusual. That was
Yeah,
a jerk thing to say. That was very rude. To be like, oh, it was dark out? How could you see?
Yeah, it seems a bit odd because it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. But I'm still under the impression, I don't know, the sister character...
Still 0 views.
Well, I'm making leaps
crazy.
and bounds, but I'm like, it just seems odd.
I don't know. I feel like there's something up with her. I also feel like, yes, I understand, like, if my sister called me right now and I came over, she was like, I think someone's been here with me. Granted, my sister's not blind, of course. But I'd probably be like, have you considered the possibility that you're stupid?
Yeah.
Have you considered not being dumb? Have you ever thought of that? Like, I don't know if I'd immediately be like, you're right, I'm calling the police and telling them that there's a man living in your house. It's not broken into, you know? So I kind of get it, but I also feel like
Painting off the wall and like the living room situation was a bit odd.
the thing about it's like a child made it.
Yeah, that comment is fucked.
This is great so far, by the way. Just the premise of like a blind person having someone live in their house is terrifying. I definitely felt I had flipped a switch with that question, because after that question,
very
the
annoying.
way she talked to me changed. She was overly patient, overly calm, kept telling me to put on some music, distress, take a bath, listen to one of my
So make
audiobooks.
that as red, so I know when it changes.
Like my sister didn't believe me. But I moved on. After that, a few days passed, when I kept staying alert, but nothing happened. No weird stuff, everything had gone back to normal. Christmas came and I hosted, had friends and family over, and forgot about how lonely and desolate I felt in this house.
Yeah.
Maybe I just had an episode of, wandering. Maybe my mind had just been somewhere else. When you live with a disability, sometimes it's hard to stay on track.
And to be fair, she was just going back and forth. Like you could make an argument for herself of being like,
Okay, so the head is popped
steps,
off.
it was crazy. Who knows? Maybe I just like had a weird. You know what I mean? Like just.
Yeah, but granted, I'm not in her position.
Actually,
but I
this is
feel
gonna be
like
the fun
100
part.
Steps, I would be like, okay.
Well, so that's what I mean though. Is maybe she's like, maybe I did have like a fucking weird mental.
Maybe it was
split there
like a
for second.
snap moment.
I don't know. Yeah.
So what if my mental health had taken a
So
hit?
what would that look like?
Where
We'll do.
decided to see a therapist. Months passed, and nothing happened. I was happy. My new book had been published, and I hadn't felt scared or watched in ages. Things were good. One night, I was on the couch, drinking some wine and watching The Bachelor. Well, not exactly watching, but listening. You know what I mean. It's still entertaining. The AC was on and blasting waves of warmth around the house, and I was starting to feel sleepy. I reached out my leg out of the blanket and touched the floor. The cold floor. Reached my hand out and felt the couch. Cold, too. This coldness was everywhere. How could it be? I had the AC on for the whole evening. Why was it so cold? I reached for the remote and turned up the AC. It wasn't working.
Stupid fucking air conditioner. I'm gonna turn it off and on. Problem problems require modern solutions.
I told you I talked to myself a lot. So I pressed the big button. The AC peaked. Beep was wrong. It should have been lower.
Oh my god, I have one viewer finally.
Is it off this whole time? Could it be?
Let me
I
guess.
really felt its warm breeze on the back of my neck.
Davey?
Oh.
Scrybaby, maybe? Rando? That'd be cool.
Oh, it's like a gut punch. Oh, Hunter, I'm scared.
My mom texted me.
I'm scared. I'm afraid. Wait, when did she say she felt it while she was on the couch?
Yeah, I was just behind her, breathing right behind her. So it was like,
oh my word.
Damn, maybe that's too much
just,
movement.
Like she's just watching TV and it's just there with her.
yeah.
The whole time. And it could be anything. It could
Be
be
a
any
giant
beast,
fucking
any
baby.
monster.
Don't like that.
I wonder if, like, we have to have some blind viewers, right? Well, listeners, I guess. We have to have some blind audience members, right? Is this like, I guess it would be a recurring fear or a common fear
That looks
about
so
someone
weird.
being in a room with you don't know about, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's that great movie called Hush. I think it's about a blind woman in the house. And I mean, I don't know. I would assume just somebody watching.
No, Hush is a deaf woman.
Oh, deaf woman. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, that maybe rules.
It's
too.
a good
But yeah,
start.
No, I think it's just the idea of someone being in your house and you just don't know because you're missing one of your senses and it just leaves you a little more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Yeah, I wonder
maybe
if that's
I've
like
got a
common
better
thing,
idea.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, that would be, I mean, obviously as someone who, like, isn't used to it and just, like, afraid
Nope.
from a distance, I feel like that would be, like, nightmare fuel story. I feel like stories like this would be, like, terrifying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I have to redo that.
Even just home invasion stories. Like I know people who are super susceptible to just like home invasion stories and stuff. Very
Oh, yeah.
real, weird thing. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. I stood there in silence, trying to process. It was as if I was just stalling, delaying the moment of realization, because I didn't want to. I didn't want to admit someone or something been breathing on my neck. It's probably still there, but the breeze had stopped. I turned the TV off, needed absolute silence to focus. I stood there for what felt like hours, listening. The floor stood and creaked. I could almost
Who's
hear
there?
it pressed. Steps.
Greetings.
Normal people wouldn't have noticed.
You must be
But I did. The steps were irregular.
a person.
The pattern was weird. The pacing uncoordinated. I heard
I mean, do bots actually watch videos?
thump
Let's be real.
indicated it was right next to me. The couch shifted. I was over it. People hallucinate. Took my hand to the side.
Let's hope
ready
that
to
looks
feel
better
what
than the
was
last
there.
one.
I didn't get the chance. Suddenly, the couch shifted back up and I heard a whoosh. The thing had seen me try to reach and it moved. It didn't want me to touch it. And I heard a click.
It's not supposed to snap back like that. We'll get
Whatever
there.
it was, telling me to ignore it.
So it's supposed to go
Why? I
pop.
was not going
And
to
then the
sit there
neck's
watch
gonna
TV
fling
with the
up.
thing next to me. I was going upstairs. After I counted the 14 steps, for some
I don't even
reason,
have any
the
bodies
15th
duplicated
step
yet.
Went back down 17. Went back up 19. Back down. I was 20 extra steps in and counting
'Kay.
when I realized it was not going to end. Stairs were
So let's
squeaking.
do that.
Turned around, went back up into the bedroom, door locked. The TV's still running downstairs. After a while, I heard it turn off. Others would have been terrified. I was relieved. That meant the thing was downstairs and not here with me.
Wonderful. This is wonderful.
Bro.
I'm having
Bro,
such a good time with this.
what a banger, dude. That whole segment about, like, from the breath on the neck to, like, you could hear it on the carpet, setting down on the couch, to, like...
It's also just like,
Oh,
no fat, just it's very just like to the point.
to the point. Yeah, just bam,
Yeah.
here's your story. Yeah. Gosh, this is
I feel like maybe the neck should not be attached to the shoulders anymore.
I think this is our medicine. I think this is doing a great job right now.
Part 3. I'm down.
Part 3. Let's go. How's the milk doing?
You know what? It's one of those things where I feel like
That
it's
might
gonna
look
bubble
weird.
back up. My daddy works, so I think I'm okay.
Okay. Proud of you. Alright, part 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to go through with it and see what it looks like.
Everything peculiar happened. I wanted to have a friend check them out, or at least tell me I was being crazy.
Oh, but the crane
So I
arm
called the
moved.
next day, after the incident I posted earlier. For that, I kept minding my
Huh.
business. I was terrified, and I know what you guys would say.
Why would you still stay there? Why were you so calm?
Well, there was this odd feeling I had. Something was definitely off, but somehow I was able to go through that, be okay. Almost as if you're walking on a tightrope, and you know that it's dangerous, but you don't want to hesitate or stop, or even slow down, because you somehow feel that the less you think about it and go on, the safer you are from falling. Although, in my case, I didn't exactly know what my fate would be.
I think
All
also
right.
it's just...
Yep, I see it.
It's hard to just be like, oh, get up and
I
go,
have the vision.
leave. But then also, too, I think that earlier in the story, it does a good job by, even I think that she may be rationalizing that it's like, I think that she believes she is in there with something now, but we have seen a back and forth with, like, questioning some of her actions or decisions, or, like, even her own, like, you know, can she trust herself as a narrator kind of thing.
The story has done, in my opinion, 3 things right now to not make me think of that option until she brought it up. Because I feel like any other story you or I read, we would be like, why are
Alright,
you
this will
get
probably
out?
take like...
Just drive away, get out, right? But it's done 3 things. For one, our character's
It's gonna
blind,
take so many frames to
which
get right.
limits options, right? Assuming this is out in the countryside, like she said.
And I'm just
it's
learning, I'm figuring
impossible
this out,
to
right?
start walking down the road, right? She can't drive. And then the other thing is, it's already pre-established in the story that maybe part of this is her mind playing tricks on her, and her blindness causes her to have these.
Alright, see what that looks
But
like.
she gets too caught up on one thing and doesn't realize what's happening around her. You know, her senses are impaired. So like that's 2 good reasons.
I mean, that's fun right there.
Because maybe she's overreacting, and even if she wasn't, how could she?
I think I'm done. I think I'm just gonna loot this.
Writing has been doing so well, and I've been so hooked in. I didn't even
That's
consider
it.
that an option.
Shit.
Yeah, the story brought it up. Which goes to show that a lot of your
It's amazing.
problems and, like, issues
Oh my
with
God.
stories, if you just
kidding.
write everything around it really well, most people won't care.
It must go on.
It was Thursday. I had just come home from my job. I also teach creative writing at a university. It's
Alright,
important
so
that
we
I
got the
write down
first
everything
stretch.
today. So wait,
Might be too sudden.
I guess she.
I mean, so she got
she
a
said
ride.
out the countryside, but I imagine there must be like public transport or something.
I just
Maybe...
imagine that she just got a lift or something from
Yeah,
like someone else
yeah.
at her job.
I locked the door, got inside, locked it back, took my coat off and hung it up, took my shoes off, put my keys on the
Actually,
table,
let's see.
upstairs, changed, washed my hands, came back down to cook dinner. Chopped, stirred, turned the oven on, set the table, worked my way around the stove, sat down to make my dinner, washed the dishes, so on. Went upstairs, bathroom, sent some text. Went back downstairs and turned on the TV. After a while,
Use one more time, I think I did.
I could not keep up with what
No, I moved it again.
going on the show, and my mind began lazily sweeping away until a dream made its way in. With reality, I fell asleep. I awoke and was greeted by silence. No eerie sounds, no movement, silence. Weird. Hadn't I left the TV on?
Oh, okay.
I reached my
Can I
hand
do
out
that
to the
frame?
remote, which wasn't in the usual spot. The whole room was silent, so the thing was either very still or it had left. I needed to call my friend and ask them to come over so I could have them check the cameras.
I feel like one day I'm gonna
I
learn
remained silent for a while until I heard his car
a
in the
more
background.
efficient way to do this. I'm gonna look back on this and
He
go,
asked me if he noticed anything unusual around.
so much wasted time.
Opened up my laptop
Doing
and
unnecessary steps.
Okay, let's see. So we're looking at today, right? Yeah. I'll just add the last 12 hours. That should be enough. Or the last 6. Just do 12. Fine.
heard the keyboard clacking for a bit, and then we waited until he said,
Oh man, my connection
There
is
it is.
dog shit right now.
Fast forward. Nothing unusual. House empty. Here you are.
Actually, let's move this fucker up a bit.
Getting your coat off. Shoes, keys, upstairs. Nothing there. Fast forward.
Here you are again. Down over the fridge.
He fell silent for a while. At first, I figured he wasn't seeing anything, so he got tired of narrating what I was doing. I even thought the thing might not even show on camera. I didn't need another person to think I was crazy. Then the silence had gone on for too long.
So, what do you see? Are you fucking with me or what? Look, I'm really not in the mood, so please tell me if you're fucking with me. What did you see? Let's just go to my car. I'll take your laptop with us in the phone. And I'll download some more footage, and you'll be spending the night with me. Why? I'll tell you. I will. Let's just go. Bro. Oh, fuck.
God damn, ease a girl into it. Good lord, dude. God damn.
Terrifying.
That's
man.
terrifying.
His voice was shaking a bit, and I knew he was trying to be calm, but his movements were too rushed, too unhinged. He was freaking out. Put my coat on, took my wallet and keys, and we left. We got inside the car, he immediately turned the engine on and hit the gas without saying a word.
What did you see? Just
That looks so
tell me.
weird.
You're freaking me out. I'm really sorry for you and what you've had to go through. That is some paranormal activity shit. What did you see?
Okay, so you opened the fridge, took out some stuff, then started preparing dinner. I saw some movement upstairs, so like in the corner of the screen. Then this fuck, I don't know how to explain it. It was
Does it look like a snap?
It was so fucking creepy. It looked like you, but not really, because it was longer arms and legs. It had a very bony face, wearing some clothes. I assume yours. So it was human? No, I don't think so.
I have to reshape this, I think.
It was taller than you, and it walked. Fuck. It walked so strange and acted so strange. And it had this hair, thin and falling off, and the face. Yeah, its eyes were really big. That was, without a doubt, the scariest shit I've ever seen. Fixated on you the whole time. What was it doing? This is gonna sound crazy, but I think it was mimicking you. It literally watched you non-stop, and the shit that freaks me out the most is that it was in front of you the whole time. While you cut the vegetables, while you ate, while you were watching TV, it was studying you, poorly mimicking what you were doing. Then you fell asleep. Yeah? I watched you the whole time. Took its bony finger, at some point, pressed the off button on the remote. Its face literally sat like 2 inches from yours for a while. Just stared. Until you woke up, then walked. I don't know if I can call it walked upstairs, but... wow. Fuck! My god!
She's running from like a giant spider thing. Watching her.
Just a giant U spider. Also, just so weird too, like...
This one might have to match that.
It just like wants to be you.
It's staring at you. It wears your clothes. It makes your bed for you. It turns the TV off for you. It breathes on the back of your neck. Ugh. After he finished talking, he sat in silence for a while. I didn't know what to say. He parked his car and we went up to his apartment. Sat down to download the rest of the footage.
For fuck's sakes. Will, I swear to God, it's been watching you non-stop. Like, I've downloaded the footage since the cameras were set up. So, there's 2 months ago and it's here. All the time. Sometimes it climbs up to the corner of your wall or on the ceiling and watches. Other times it shadows you.
I felt sick. All this time when I thought I was alone.
And this isn't even the weirdest thing. 2 months ago, it didn't have hair.
Oh, it's
I
her
like
hair.
your hair.
Oh my god.
2 months ago, it didn't have hair. I think the hairs is not its own. What? I think it got it from somewhere. Like, the thing's been picking at your hair while you're sleeping. It's trying to become human, to become you. Oh, God. Fuck.
I'm back to paranoid. I type monitors.
There's gonna be some gangly giraffe bastard in your bathroom picking out all the hair from your fucking drain.
Oh my god.
Seeing it go back down kind of ruins the whole thing, so I can't tell if it looks right.
Just the idea of it being like right behind you all the time, it being up in the corners, like looking down at you.
Even the moments when you're not there, it takes your things, tries them out. It looks fucking terrifying. It is literally learning, studying you.
I knew for some reason, and I didn't even need proof. I just knew it had to come from the stairs. Climbed up from whatever portal had been there. I knew it was trying to lure me down there, so it could take my place, so it could become me. I explained everything to my friend. There was nothing I could do except get out. I didn't know how to close the portal, and I needed my friend's help if I wanted to try. I was trying to evaluate my risks, my options. My friend said something that made my blood run cold.
Look, if you don't groove with that portal stuff, they'll probably just kill you and take your place. In the next time you return home, we will have figured that out.
Yeah, so the only logical solution is to never go home and firebomb the house.
Yeah, so basically just saying, if you go back, you're gonna die. 100%.
If you go back, this thing is certainly going to kill you.
Yeah.
I see why that looks so weird.
Alright, are we ready for the final part?
There's no reason there should be so much girth
I'm so stoked. I can't wait to have it done.
on that neck.
It's going to be awesome, isn't it? And then while you're doing it, you can think about a hunter, a spider hunter, right behind you.
Yeah,
On the wall,
a gangly
down
spider hunter who's
learning how to have diarrhea.
Yeah, he's like taking all of his sour milk and drinking it profusely. He's just like, up in the corner. And I'm like, first time, bud.
Yeah, Hunter just makes friends with it.
Yeah, I'm like, you alright, buddy? Want some more sour milk?
This big nasty cicada person.
God, my connection is just fluttering.
Like, fucking pussy. Drink it. Alright, last public part. I'm stoked. If you guys haven't noticed yet, you should 100% sign up for this coffee.
Can't imagine how bad the quality is
This is great.
on the other side, but I shouldn't think about that. Who really gives a shit?
Last part, I'm ready.
Let's go. My sister knew now that
I'm just doing this so my friends come in and hang out,
everyone has
but
seen the footage. It's become something
apparently no one wants to come and hang out today.
We're all dying to watch it. Some morbid curiosity making them want to see what traumatized me over the past months.
That's fine, because I'm fucking hungry anyway. I want to eat
I had
something.
to move out and sell the house, and that was a bummer. Sell is a strong word. I would have. Has no one contacted the news yet?
Yeah,
That's right, I gotta
is there a
loosen
thing
this
here, I guess,
one
just like
up.
well, I mean, we don't have to derail the story too much, but like, would you just, I mean, could you even show this to the authorities, or would it be just something where they're just like, you should just burn the house down? Or like, you know what I mean?
I don't know if that'd be legal advice, but I think that's what I would come to. That's the decision. I feel like there's no regard you could show the police this, and they would believe it. It'd just be like, okay, that's all right. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I was struggling financially, and I knew I couldn't just buy another house. I had to sell this one first, and that obviously meant I had to go back there and get my things. I was not planning to go alone though, or not. I mean, maybe it's its things now.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I could just like get a new TV. I think that's funny.
I'm only going back if I have like a SWAT team. You know, if I can walk in with SEAL Team 6 around me, you know. Well, here's the
Oh
thing.
boy. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain an erection.
Showed up when she got there, right? But like, could this thing
Oh
be
God,
anywhere?
what did I do?
It doesn't have to be part of the house, right?
I am still like.
Suck it
you're
up,
still-
YouTube.
You know, how do we know?
I didn't even
How do
think
we know
about
there isn't
that. That's
more
a
than
good
one?
point.
You know, I don't
There'd
know.
be way more. It'd be like a nest of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like some weird fucking bug family.
This kind of look so fucking weird.
That'd be sick. What would it take for you to go back into the house?
I think that like I think it would be to go back and help somebody. Like if it's like, oh, my wife's stuck in there or something.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Although I really don't know of earthly possessions where you would be like,
Yeah, I can't think of anything I own that would make me go back. What about a pet? Would you go back for a pet?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta hit the apex of the crane arm. just
I don't know.
here,
How many guys would you bring with you?
and then we'll shape up the fucking head.
Give me fucked up is it would be something where like I'd be like, hey, Isaiah, you want to help me move something? And I'd be going, and I'd shut the door. I'd hear the rustling, and then I'd just make a dead sprint for my beagle, and I would leave. My basset hound, and I'd leave.
And I'm like pressed up against the window, like, no, honey, no. You can see it like pulling the hair out of my head, like,
Yeah, exactly.
right behind me.
I'm like, well,
Hunter, please.
yeah. Giant lips kissing the window.
Okay, alright, you would be the one that, as I'm being torn apart, would be like, haha, he has big lips, that's why that thing is. That's funny. It would look like its face would be your drawing of me.
That's perfect.
That would be its head.
That's
Like,
perfect. Well, it's a beautiful representation, so you should be happy.
Okay, that is
You
the
said-
apex.
When I said I die, you said that's what I get.
Just gotta
for
move up.
What were you about to say?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, I'm sure it was something.
My asshole is like Alcatraz right now, and a few little prisoners are about to escape if you catch me.
I wonder how much longer if I keep rambling until you
I
trap
desperately
yourself
want
on
you
the
just to
podcast.
read so bad.
What if I did it though? If I sat here
It took
for
a while to
What
try to
if-
convince
what
my
if we
friend to
waited?
come with me. He was really scared, but I had to get all my
Perfect.
stuff.
It'll be even.
God, that
longer.
looks.
Yeah, with me reading no shit.
Alright. It took a while
Yeah, I
to try
can't
to get
drag
my
like
friend
that. It
come
needs
with
to
me.
snap.
He was really scared,
Alright.
but I had to get my stuff out, and that meant spending a few more nights there. Why? Why would you do that? Anyway, so last month, me and my friend went back to the house. Just one friend, by the way. Unarmed, I imagine. As soon as we entered, he let out a sigh. I asked what was wrong, and he just replied with,
Is what makes
God, I can't even see it.
What changes? Well, took food out of your fridge. Your clothes are torn. I think it's even slept in your bed. It's not gonna like you being back. That's funny. I'm gonna assure that thing that I'm not saying.
yeah, I feel
What
there's
is
some
that?
weird language here and stuff like that. Maybe English is the second language, I don't know. I'm gonna assure that thing that I'm not staying. Like, I'm gonna make sure it knows that I'm not sticking around. This is its house
Oh, I'm
now.
not staying. Okay, I'm gonna assure that thing that I'm not staying. I'll leave. Oh my. Fuck! I'll leave soon enough, and I'll be free to. And it'll be free to torment whoever comes in next. I fucking hate my life. Right? I hope you guys are reading the screen, because I'm like a nonsensical fucking schizophrenic right now reading this shit. God.
It's getting there.
I hate
I
myself.
think,
I hate
hopefully.
my fucking ape brain.
How's that milk doing, buddy?
It's not good. Not good.
So we started packing and cleaning. It's a bit harder for me, and we called for backup. My other friend,
Oh, what's up, Sky Baby?
she refused to come without her boyfriend. Now, the four of us versus that thing meant it would be too scared to do anything.
Are you talking about me as a dog, or can you actually hear the dog whining out there? Because it's driving me fucking nuts, but
I didn't know much about it.
I can't
From
shut her
this
up,
behavior,
'cause
I learned it mainly focused on
I'll have to
me.
yell,
And
but
this
I'm doing this, so
transformation to be
it's
complete,
gonna have to wait.
it would try to take over my life and send me to the other place.
I was honestly about to end this because you were the first
We
person
worked on
to
it for a few
say
days,
anything.
and
So I was
what
like,
we'd left was just some furniture to be
I should
moved.
just
I was extremely
be off
grateful to
stream
my friend's
and eat
support.
food and fucking do whatever I want.
Believe me from the beginning. It had so little to
But you've arrived
some
to
furniture
bless
and
me with your presence.
so little. I hadn't expected
God
it to
bless
be
you.
like this. It was
Sky
me,
Baby,
my friend, when
Johnson,
we first
Slenderman.
Adam, my sister Lisa. We were downstairs wrapping up the TV. I was upstairs looking up the
What are you
mattress.
doing?
You could hear their voices.
Could you possibly be doing right now?
Yeah, like that. Wait, no. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. You're not holding it so heavy.
I can get all the frames in.
The wrapper. Yeah. You dropped it on my foot. Please just be careful. Bring me the scissors. I think I'll just cut this tape up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'd mostly
Well, I told
asked
you.
them to speak more just so I wouldn't listen to the silence. Silence for me meant danger.
Fucking around being a little
After
dude.
a while, it stopped talking.
Amen, sister.
I'm
I'm just fucking around being a little
I could
dude.
only hear the sound of footsteps and things being dragged.
It's all good.
around.
oh, fuck.
It's all good, dude.
Lisa? Lisa?
Just being a little dude.
Adam?
No answer.
Guys?
My heart dropped. I made my way downstairs.
I don't know.
I subconsciously counted the steps.
You tell me.
16.
I really haven't made much progress. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, make it look like the neck snaps like a rubber band, kind of.
The house was empty. No one was in the living room.
but it is a challenge.
Boxes and gloves. I sat on the couch, listening, hoping to hear some footsteps. I was only greeted by silence. So heavy, almost a being of its own.
Oh, that almost looked right.
I had the urge to leave. Made my way to the front door.
Right.
Just as I was about to turn the doorknob, something, this feeling, stopped me. I turned around and pressed my back on the door, feeling the phone in my pocket.
Hey Siri.
I think it's actually
Call Lisa.
getting there.
Picked up.
Yeah. Will?
Thank the heavens.
Yes, where are you? Where are you, Lisa? Where's Adam? Why would you leave like this? You know you shouldn't leave me here alone. What do you mean? Where are you? In the living room?
You like the light I got right here? Does it look better? As opposed to how it used to look?
There's no one here.
Like that?
I don't understand.
It's better.
I came down the stairs and you're now sitting on the couch looking at me.
If anything, it's a bit more flattering.
Who's calling me from your phone? It's me, Lisa. It's me. I'm telling you, I'm in the living room. And who's sitting on the couch? If
Okay.
it's not you.
I wonder how many times I've watched this.
Both of us, gradually. I knew who was on
I
the
am in front
couch,
of a green screen.
what was on the couch, and I knew that wherever I
It's an
was,
interactive green
that was
screen,
my
so when I
next
walk
door.
into it, it looks
I
like
thought
I'm
we were
actually
gonna go down
in the
to
scene.
other place, and the thing had come back up, but this time with a more
You seen those?
efficient disguise.
All of the YouTubers are using them.
That is not me. I need you to leave the house. Take Adam with you. Please, just get out.
Suddenly, she said something that shocked me.
How do I know?
How do you know what?
But it's not you.
Alright, this frame is going to be the tell-all.
Yeah. Well, move around a bit. It knows I'm blind, so we'll pretend if it's blind too. If you do something unexpected and it follows you with its eyes, you'll know.
It's too fat.
I didn't hear much next, just movement, then I could hear her say,
Oh my gosh, it's true. What do I do now? Oh, I'm scared. I don't think it'll hurt you. Just don't let it know you know it's not me. Wouldn't it know already if on the phone call? Okay. I'll just go back upstairs, and I hope I can somehow make it out.
How was your day?
He understands what we're saying.
It snowed pretty good here. It was pretty nice.
It also knows it knows.
Had some snowball fights with my nieces.
it knows it no, then it also knows it no. I felt helpless. For the first time,
And
I
that's
wished
about
I
it.
was so badly. I just wanted
Oh, actually, I
to
did more
know where
cleaning.
this place was. Back to my real house,
I've just been, like,
but I could not find
cleaning
the
shit, dude.
staircase. I was stuck.
Feels good.
What if I wasn't going to make it out of this place?
I'm trying to make it to where there's no dust at all. Like, I don't want to see any fucking dust in my living quarters.
What?
He talked to the thing. He thought it was you.
And what's going on?
Adam here. Take the phone.
It
I
doesn't
heard
snap
Adam's
up enough.
voice.
Yeah?
Adam, listen. This is me. This is Will. I'm stuck in this place. That up there is not me. Please don't talk to it. Don't let it know.
Where
that
did
I'm
you
the
see
problem.
4?
What? Will? Is that you? Are you serious? Shut up.
I think you're hallucinating again.
Buddy, don't touch me. Stay there, freak.
How the fuck did you wake up at 2:30?
Don't call the police.
Did it make you sad, or did it feel good?
I don't know what it will do. Lisa,
If I wake up that late, which never happens, I'm a real sad guy. I'm a sad little dude after that.
it's good that he's calling the police, right? Maybe the thing doesn't
Unless the night before was like
She stopped.
super sick, then
Don't act scared of
it
it.
kind of like balances out, but
I'm trying, but it just stood up now.
Please! I don't know what I can do.
It's walking towards me. I'm just scared.
okay, those frames should not be so synced up.
I listened as her voice changed from confusion to disgust, fear, to terror.
What? Lisa? Adam!
Couldn't make out what she was saying. At some point, I thought I heard Adam. I was still desperate to feel around for that staircase. I heard a thud, and she dropped the phone. Some screams, some muffled crying, and some sounds I could not make out. At this point, my whole body was tensed up, and my heart was beating so hard I was about to faint. The more noises I heard, the more I was convinced something sinister had happened.
Kind of happens too
As much as
fast.
I tried to deny it, I knew. I had no chance but to listen to this scene through the phone, unable to help.
Unless
even
I have
if
the
I'd been
neck
able to get out of
bounce
the
a bit.
place, couldn't see anything either. At some point, after I'd screamed my lungs out, my face drenched in sweat and tears, the noise stopped and the silence remained. Silence. I hate silence. I kept wailing, hoping someone would respond. It would have been hours until I got a
Huh.
response, but not the one I hoped I would get.
It's gonna be a lot of problem solving.
Hoarse, rotten voice.
So what was it?
Wasn't even
Epic
a voice,
night or like
something
what
like
happened
an
to you?
animal
You
trying to
okay?
mimic a human. For some,
I didn't see it.
comical, but I knew
Maybe
it was
as
just one of the phrases I used to
a
say.
mod with high permission, you can see stuff like that. You can see the real amount, but I just see the fake amount.
Meanwhile,
Does that make
I
sense?
did something.
Probably not.
Stairs. I said, "Let
I'm
me
losing
go."
my mind.
I climbed up the stairs and found myself in the hallway.
I've gone absolutely crazy.
Familiar carpet under my feet. I went downstairs and sensed the smell that I couldn't identify. The floor was slippery.
Okay, now I'm at the point where I have to duplicate.
Adam?
Oh wait,
I
shit.
heard something run up the stairs.
Oh, no.
Just like that, I knew the
Okay.
thing had left for now. My mind wasn't on the creature.
Let's
but
add
on
some more of
Adam
these
and
little
Lisa.
motherfuckers.
Guys, walking around on the slippery floor, my foot hit something. Felt like air. Nothing in the world could describe how I felt in that moment. There's nothing I can tell
I did
you
no
that
such thing.
will help you visualize, because not everything feels like something
Don't accuse me
else.
of that.
There's no analogy I can make. When you discover a crime scene,
I could put you in timeout though, that is an option.
I've just been walking around the bodies clueless for a good few minutes.
So don't push
You
it.
know how it feels
Or
to not know
I
something's
will put
alive,
user in
something
timeout.
it. To have to see if someone is alive by desperately feeling around.
I'll abuse
for
my
a
power
hand
if
that
you abuse
pulse.
yours.
Just crawl around in their blood, running your hands through the mess, trying desperately to see any signs of
I would
life,
never do that.
calling out their name. I heard the door open. I realized the police had come. Adam had probably called them. They had finally managed to make an appearance. They found me, obviously, covered in their blood, next to them. I didn't even know what the creature had actually done to them. No matter how hard I tried.
So today's your weekend or what?
They thought I was crazy. The next following days were.
Do you not work Monday to Friday like every normal American?
Past months, and the testimony of my remaining friends and family.
Oh shit, did you see that?
That clearly said something is pretending to be my friend, and it may
I didn't even
hurt
think
us.
about that.
They had downloaded the footage.
Maybe this is how I should end it.
They refused to describe it to me. They just asked me to rest, but I can't.
Oh shit.
No matter what, I won't finish. I'm determined to find out the story of this thing, the story of this.
And it just
house,
glitches out.
and its weird portal staircase, and I want to kill this creature, even if it's the last thing I do. For now, this is my final.
Oh my god.
My post-mortem I count, depending on what I come across. For now, I need rest. I've begun seeing a therapist, and I'm recovering. I still get nightmares. I wonder what I could have done better, but the truth is, I think I was doomed from the beginning. From the moment I counted one extra step on my staircase, the nightmare had begun.
And that is the story.
It's over?
And that is the story.
I missed the last
That
part.
was good. I enjoyed it.
Did it snow for you today?
Welcome back to Creepcast. We are here with an exciting, dare I say, monumental story called I Dared My Best Friend to Ruin My Life. He's succeeding. Now, why does that sound familiar, Isaiah?
That's nice. It's like, that's cool, man.
Familiar because you and I attempted to read this story at one point. As a matter of fact, it is a story that we attempted to read, and I alluded to that attempt in a previous episode. And you, immediately, lost your mind.
I wanted to say, like, oh, you're ruining my life, but we didn't have to go into me crashing out. There was a lot of factors to why I crashed
I fucking
out
love
the
the
first
snow.
time. It was
It's just so nice to look at.
It was us trying to wrap everything up. And
You know?
it was just one of those days where you're exhausted.
Like you look out the window and it's
And I think that I just wasn't looking
nice.
at it
It's all
through the
nice and
right
stuff.
lens. So today I'm hoping that I'm looking at it in a more positive.
I hope it snows tomorrow. I'm gonna check the weather.
And I'm rested. I've left the country. I've come back a new man, and I'm ready.
But the internet's slow. Oh, it's supposed to snow again
So this
tonight.
story,
It is snowing tomorrow.
recommended to us a lot.
Yes.
A lot of people talk about it.
I don't see 4. All I see is an error that says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain an erection. I don't think that's actually what it says, but
Don't like that.
I don't like that name either. I don't
Ping.
think that it's the author.
Am I lagging out?
Unless the author
Ping, are you speaking a language?
protagonist of the story after themselves, because the protagonist
Pingoing?
of the story is named Xander.
Don't swear.
So I think this is a throwaway account for the
It's a
story.
family-friendly show.
However,
That would be fun.
in my attempt
You're a professional.
to find the author's real name,
Mhm.
there's a website. I don't know if this is the author or not. But there's a website called Zach.fish.
I didn't see it.
This guy named Zach Fish, who has this whole post.
Because the view count hasn't gone up, and neither has the
Ruin My Best
viewers.
Friend to Ruin My Life is a massive online interactive misinformation awareness project.
But I'm not a moderator, so I don't know, dude.
Web series based on a story from r/NoSleep. So this is like 50 different social accounts in 100 places on the internet where apparently, like, I Dared My Best Friend to Ruin My Life was like an ARG of some kind.
Okay.
According to this, but it says based on a story from r/NoSleep. So is Zach Fish the guy who wrote the story? Is he Zansan? Or did he just make an ARG around the story? I can't tell.
I don't know. Well, at first when you said it, I thought you were saying that
I did look at it, Scry Baby.
No-Sleep story
I'm constantly looking at it.
other
I'm actually staring at it the whole time.
Well,
Is that
that's
not right?
kind of what I can't understand what the word.
And then Heel Thought comes in all like
It says.
this
I
and
Dared
shit.
My Best Friend to Ruin My Life. It says it's a big misinformation awareness project.
He walks in, he's looking around.
Based on a story from r/NoSleep. So that
I don't
means
see any
somebody's
nuggets
not-
here.
Does that mean this guy has like a
What kind of fucking stream is
10,000
this?
Participant, according to the website, a 10,000 participant alternate reality game.
What's up, dude?
And he based it off of a no-sleep story?
Maybe
Like, I'm so confused.
maybe
And
his
then there's a
genius-
Dude, that head looks nappy. It's got a nappy hairstyle on top.
There's a website called
It's got a little tuft.
which I imagine is like the no-sleep thing.
Yeah, I don't
But
like
then
that.
the web page doesn't work anymore. But when you try to load the web page, the URL changes to Dared My Best Friend.
I'm working on this
So like what?
goddamned little animation.
Immersive thing. There's a lot of different websites going on here now.
Yeah. What did we step into?
You want to see it?
I don't know.
You
I
probably
think
haven't seen it.
Maybe when we read the story, there'll be more clarity.
I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna mute the mic so I can tell this dog to shut up.
Those things when you read
Database.
there's a movie for this.
Sorry about
Okay.
that.
It's like in 2020, there was a movie for Dared My Best Friend to Ruin My Life, and it was directed by Michael Morgenstern.
If you were going to say Michael Moore for a second, I was going to laugh so hard.
Is that the
Jared
I'm losing
Scott
my
is
mind.
David King. Okay, well, first off, there's no Xander. Dare My Best Friend
No,
Ruin My Life
so-
movie.
Okay, it looks like Michael Morgenstern has done other stuff.
So that's what I'm working on.
Dare My Best Friend. 1 year ago, Xander. Oh no! Look, yeah, look, Letterbox.
Don't we all, my brother?
1 year ago,
Don't
Xander
we all?
Jones dared David King to ruin his life. He had no
Yeah,
idea how far
that's the
David.
plot
This is it.
synopsis. Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It just
But
it comes at the worst time of the day every time.
Started to go into production and is it
This
out?
no, it looks like it exists because there's 2 reviews.
Oh.
There's 2 reviews on Letterboxd of people who said like they know about it.
I don't know if I call it amazing, but at
Okay,
this
so
point,
this-
I hate it because I've been looking at it so damn much.
This also somehow is related to like an internet awareness campaign.
I want to be done with it, to be honest.
Okay.
I want to start something fresh and new.
Let's just okay.
Where's my pen, dude?
All I know is this: is that you should
Lost my pen.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
you should
that's
listen
right.
to
Make it
us
into
on audio
Arclight.
platforms
Make it
because
into
we are
Arclight.
trying
Where's
to
my pen?
grow
Where's my
that
pen
podcast.
15?
We've been
There it
growing
is.
A little bit, so we've sunk down. If you guys are listening to this, consider listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and give us a nice 5-star rating there. I'd appreciate that. You know what? Let's just dive into this. You know, I'm not
Let's
gonna.
dive
I won't.
into it.
I promise you this. I will not crash out this time. I will
Okay.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm here to have fun.
I'm already confused, so I might crash out, but we'll see how.
Did you have a good day, Heel Sock?
I will say that normally the reason I try to look this up is because I want to be able to push people towards the author and be like, go support them here, stuff like that. Yeah. But I cannot figure out who Zan Sand is. So maybe it'll be revealed over the course of the story. Maybe
a man in the brush,
that apparently
to whom it may be,
all right, yeah, we'll just start
does not but rush to efficiency.
But yes, check out the story, check out the film, whatever you want.
Man in the
Hunter,
brush,
my
to
good
whom it may
friend,
be,
are
does
you
not
ready to
but
get
rush
into
to
it?
efficiency.
I'm ready to have fun.
I'll have to think on that one.
I dared my best friend to ruin my life.
You have a public art piece out or something, dude?
My name is Zan.
Are you like a famous sculptor or something?
Started out very small.
And you just don't say it?
Grown out of control.
And also, the compensation confused me until you properly spelled that word.
I'm posting the story in case he finds me and kills me soon. It's only a matter of time now, and I want someone to know what happened before I die.
What did you submit, dude?
Is killing somebody ruining their life, or is that just murder?
I feel like that's cheating. That's way too easy.
Yeah, I feel like ruining someone's life, you have to let them live, right? So they are in the misery.
Yeah.
All right,
you gotta
make sure we're on the same
ruin their relationship. You know, lose their job, stuff like that.
But they have to live through that misery.
Yeah.
Right.
It has to be very Joe. Like, you can't kill him.
A 6-foot-tall painting?
Yeah. Joe.
Damn.
Yeah. You know, the Bible character.
That's almost as tall as me.
Yeah. Leviticus.
No.
You know what? You know what's my favorite Bible book is Steve. Is there a book of Steve? Oh, that's what it is. Steve Job. He's a tech. He makes a version of the iPhone in the Bible. Hello, I'm Steve Job.
Okay.
Steve Job, you're dying of cancer. Well, I better eat pears. Says
to
Steve
make
Job.
sure you can still get into heaven, I'm gonna keep reading before you're allowed to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 2 years ago, my friend David and I were sitting on the couch at my house, thoroughly bored. It wasn't a temporary boredom either. It was a resounding.
What was the competition?
We both worked full time at the local movie theater, making minimum wage.
Biggest painting?
After idiots who couldn't keep popcorn and soda in their mouths. We graduated high school 2 years prior and had no plans to attend college. Life looked bleak for us. College didn't sound appealing. Work was annoying, and the little free time we had was blown on video games and YouTube. We both still lived with our parents too, which made dating somewhat embarrassing. Looking back, I'm sure
I'll be right back.
suffering from mild depression.
Look at that. It's like a little show now.
I like that line. You know what? Actually, thinking about back, I was actually pretty depressed. If I remember, if I could look back, I think I was in super depression. Actually, not even mild. I was in super depression.
In hindsight, the whole daring him to ruin my life thing, maybe a little overkill.
Yeah, that was me probably being depressed.
That was, dare I say, a bad idea. A little bit.
Yeah, I wish I would have just taken medication, but instead he ruined my life, so that was fun.
But instead I'm in a church about to die.
What's a depression medication? What am I thinking of? Was it Aflac? That's the duck. The insurance, right? I don't know. Why did I think Aflac? Is there a medication that's almost like Aflac? Ambien.
Ambien. I don't think exactly like Aflac.
Well, it starts with an A. I don't know why my mind was be like Aflac. And I was like, of course. Like the thing that cheated my depression is the talking duck.
I mean, 10 grand, dude. Fuck, that'd be sick.
Like that. No, that's cool. I think that's what you should call it now. Aflac depression medication.
I mean,
these life circumstances.
backstory really is almost everything. Because then it gives people a way to kind of interact with the piece. Right? So something could be unique and great, but I don't know, interactivity helps people connect more, I guess. It's something I want to learn how to do, is actually like have repeating characters and story, because then people will actually give a shit if it's good. Well, that's just my opinion.
There's no structure. Our lives become meaningless, and we are just floating through space with no aim or purpose. Would you go back to high school then?
A small model, like a little dude,
In the moment,
a little buff guy.
it's annoying. It's only after looking back that I see how much better it was than I realized. What's the solution then? Either go somewhere that has structure and can deliver what the high school gave us, or create our own.
Why aren't my keys working?
Also, he's definitely. This is like. I feel like he's a.
Why does that happen?
Marine like recruiter. Does this not sound like exactly what the guy's like? What if we just joined the army?
No, she's still there. She's just lurking.
Does that sound like it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that is
Moderating
like,
from
the
afar.
next line addresses that, but like, I don't know, just. You know, I'm gonna behave.
I think if my friends started talking like this, I'd be like, why don't you shut the hell up, dude?
It'd be like, what are you talking?
Like, what the fuck are you talking? Yeah, I just saying. What's it life structured in high school? It's like, what are you?
Who
Also,
taught?
you
Yeah, like,
have
what
a
kind of
full-time job. First, he has a
You
full.
work at a movie theater.
He'll thought the
play
overseer.
video games, and you're like, I need structure. I need.
It's got a ring to it.
I work 40 hours a week.
Marines.
Also, just because it's like you have.
And Heel Thog is your
I work 40 hours.
your God-given
at a
name, right?
minimum wage job, which sure, is that a career? It might.
Heel Thog Johnson.
Now, but that's still a lot of things you have to do. I mean, that's.
Everyone's last name is John's son, okay?
There's no structure
Yeah.
when they have structure. Yeah, it's not like they don't have a. Yeah,
I feel like he's trying to lead into gay sex, is what I think is happening. I mean, it's kind of leading. It definitely feels like this is one click away from him being like, of David being like, why is your pants off? And he's gonna be like, I don't know, why is your pants off?
I just need something I need someone to
I need
put me in
structure.
line. I need someone to keep me in check. I need
I think I'm gonna go home. No, come here, look at my structure.
someone to tell me how bad I am.
Tell me how bad I am at structure. Well, I don't want to go to college or the military, and I can't think of anywhere else that provides the same structure. Yes, I have to make my own, but I have no idea where to start. The thing about high school was that okay, I need him to fuck.
If you want to do it, man, just do it.
The idea of being just being an adult out of high school.
I too want to animate something small.
Still thinking about
Not
high
this.
school is insane to me.
I think 2 weeks after high school.
Kinda wanna hop back into the-
Okay. The thing about high school is that
I made some pixel art animations back in the day.
Some people from older generations have that.
Kinda wanna do that again.
Out of high school were immediately like in. There was this idea of like, okay, you don't have friends anymore. I guess because they couldn't keep communications or social media or whatever. It's like, all right, your friends are gone, you have to work a job now. I understand that a little bit. In the modern age, to still look back at high school as a good thing blows my mind.
Okay, actually, you know what?
I loved high school. I had a great time, but also it was.
This might actually work.
To say that it gave me, to even say it gave me effort in high school is insane. All right. Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead.
the thing about high school was that it required a minimum effort. If you didn't give that minimum effort, you would face the consequences. Jesus Christ. The consequences were bad enough that you and I would put effort into school. When high school ended, that minimum effort level decreased. Now our minimum effort is not enough to improve ourselves.
Oh, I lost my camera.
Built has to have those
It's too small.
built in and minimum effort that forces us to improve constantly.
Why does that show up?
David was and is a very intellectual person.
Yeah.
Very intellectual. I can
Sure.
tell. Just the idea, because I know where this story's going based on the title and like the opener. Just being like, high school was great at motivating us. So what if I kill you? What if I try to kill you?
If you're the lost dude, get addicted to fentanyl. That's your that is your one and all solution. If you need structure, get a fentanyl addiction. That'll get you that. You can find structure that way, buddy.
It's just so absurdly like inhuman.
Well,
Like
yeah.
the
Also,
premise,
the amount of time he said minimum effort made me want to. I wanted to jump off a bridge.
Yeah. Well, see, that would maybe motivate you, Hunter, to do more stuff. So
Also, very.
It's like he's made out of a jelly or something.
So far.
okay, we could just read smut if that's what you want.
I 100%, and I don't want to derail the story. We got to keep moving, but I want to say that.
Oh, you know what'll really make this look good? The little details. This is what I'm looking forward to doing. So this pops off right there.
But I can't imagine me
Do another layer. We'll add some little fucking
No, I watched your video where you talked about it, and I'm not doing that.
It's not the right brush for that.
It dwarfs Infinite
I have
Jest.
a reputation in my church. I feel like in there. I feel like I can't do both.
You can't read a book from Steve Job and be and read Pugging Around.
I think so.
I like to think Steve Job would read Pugging Around.
Okay, all right. This is all right. Before this gets blasphemous, the thing. Dave, he's an intellectual person. If you can't already tell.
So this
I was pretty dumb
starts.
compared to him, but I stuck around because he always had interesting things to say. This conversation definitely counted as
There.
I won't bore you with the entire conversation.
Oh my God! Why does that stop working?
Where we discussed how to build structure into our lives.
So I need to make a blank
I wanna
frame.
emphasize here that boredom is dangerous. Well, it's not dangerous by
See, I'm
itself,
still not sure
it can
exactly how
quickly
this
lead to
works.
dangerous things. Boredom can lead to pain, accidental children, technology that disrupts the monopoly, even death.
It's extremely inefficient.
Our boredom led to a dare.
I dare to ruin my life. What does that mean?
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a way to build structure into my life. If I know that you're always trying to ruin my life and actually trying to
Why did that happen?
then I am driven to fight back and act on initiative.
Actually, you know what I'll do? Never mind. Fuck it.
How could I ruin your life? You could ruin it. You could ruin anyone's life if you gave it enough thought.
Okay, now stay right there. Okay.
God, David said with a smirk. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna crush up. I'm not gonna crush up. I'm not gonna give you any ideas. I just want you to try and ruin my life.
Okay, now we're cooking.
I remember sitting back and thinking about what he meant. The first thoughts came to my mind were about tripping him occasionally or hiding his toothbrush every time I went to his house. My young mind didn't fully understand how serious David was being. His mind was running 3 tracks above mine, so I didn't know what I was getting into when I said,
Okay, I'll try to ruin your life, but I dare you to try and ruin my life as well.
He smiled with a newfound enthusiasm, and I smiled back.
This has to lead to gay sex. Does it not? Am I high? Am I high? I feel like if this doesn't. Go ahead. I'm having fun.
So, this would be that would be the more normal response.
Mark.
Like just. Like
If you had a prolapse,
like why don't you ruin my life? Why don't you come over here and mess this all up?
What
like,
I'm saying is, would you consider ruining someone's life if you had a prolapsed asshole, like some red cabbage?
Okay, all right.
That would be ruining some.
Oh my God! What did you say? What?
What? Red
What are
cabbage?
you doing? What is
What?
that?
Come on, man.
Awful.
Little monkey brain popping out between your cheeks.
Stop!
Come on, man. Come on. We're all adults here. I'm just saying that I've seen many a prolapsed asshole, and I feel like that would ruin my life. have a little jellyfish pop out and kiss my Hanes underwear. I don't know if that would consider that ruining my life, but that would be a good start.
Oh gosh, that hurts. What did you? Okay, as soon as you said that, I threw the headphones off. Haven't heard anything you've said since. I don't want to hear whatever you've said since.
All right,
Just. Oh gosh, dude,
that would be.
All right, see what that looks like.
You're
Start to ruin
diabolical.
someone's life. You have to sit on a ring with one of those little cushions.
Stop talking. Please, I'm begging you. Okay.
Look at that. God, I love that shit.
That.
Blink.
You've literally unlocked a repressed memory from me when you said that.
What?
Not of
What
that
do you
happening
mean?
to me. Of something I read one time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Sure, buddy. All right. I thought it was just a good way to reiterate start the ruin.
Beautiful.
Can we go back to the story though?
Sure.
I'd hoped it would be a great way to relive my boredom with life. David stood up and punched me in the leg as hard as he could. I shouted out, mostly out of surprise. He just laughed.
The dare starts now.
Oh, I should have made it red.
Grabbing his shoes.
We are no longer friends.
I went like,
Nemesis.
I'm gonna have just like a tiny,
Looked over his shoulder.
Good luck.
I want like a tiny delayed squirt of blood.
As hard as I will.
Like way
Once
delayed.
he left, I just sat there rubbing my
By the
nose.
time the head stops moving,
Okay, I thought, if he wants a war,
and then it's gonna zoom in on his face.
That night I had laid awake trying to think of ways to.
And I don't know what his face will be doing.
My ideas were all so childish and useless compared to what he was.
I think he's gonna be satisfied.
Too embarrassed to list my ideas from back then. I wish I could say I remember
Because his
the
neck
day
problems
he
are solved.
against me for real, but it was so sudden
And he can
that
no
I
longer
couldn't
feel the
really
pain
get away.
in his lower
On my
back.
face, David acted completely normal. When we were at work, I would sprinkle popcorn over a section he had just cleaned up and point it out to him. He would just laugh and say,
Is that supposed to ruin my life?
then he would clean it up. I expected him to do the same for me, but he didn't. His lack of visible retaliation made me bored again, so I stopped. Looking back, I suspect that behind my back he was sabotaging my image with our other coworkers and our boss. Out of the blue, the boss called me into his office and told me that
Alright, Scribe Baby, bye
I
bye.
wasn't doing a good enough job.
Enjoy your
He'd
night,
actually
my
sorry
friend.
I was leaving and
I will see you
promised to
soon.
do it again soon. I left thinking I could make this something good and get a real job. That dream died, and I ended up at a McDonald's instead. After I'd been at McDonald's for a month or so, my parents confronted me. They asked me if I had been stealing cash from their wallets. Never stolen a cent from them. Told them so. We backed off, but only for a week until my mom's debit card went missing.
What time is it?
They
8:30
confronted
almost?
me again, this time very angry. They accused me of withdrawing several $100s.
See, we've been doing this for an hour and a half.
I have no siblings, so I
I've
wouldn't
made
have
some
been
actually
anyone else's
decent
house.
progress.
It turned into a screaming match, and they demanded that I move out as quickly as possible. My small cash and savings found an apartment near the local community college that housed college students. The rent was affordable enough for me, so I moved out within the month.
My fucking toes are cold.
Two of my roommates, Clark and Ivan. Our other roommate, Isaac, kept to himself and stayed in his room playing video games 24/7. Life got good again because I hung out with Clark and Ivan frequently. David and I had stopped hanging out after I was fired from the movie theater. I hadn't forgotten about him, but I'd forgotten about the dare. Every once in a while, I would message him on Facebook or shoot him a text to ask if he wanted to hang out, but my messages were always ignored. Eventually, I gave up. Within 6 months, I had a great life going. I was dating a girl named Katie. I had been promoted to crew trainer at McDonald's, which paid better, and my bank account was slowly growing. I only recognized this as David's doing when I look back, but an obscene amount of junk mail showed up with my name on it every single day. Magazines,
Ooh, it's
credit
getting
cards,
there.
vacation ads, and even physical letters from real people who claimed to be excited to be my new pen pal. I sorted through them every day trying to find some pattern. Clark and Ivan thought it was hilarious. When I came home late from work, they would sometimes toss the junk mail in the air like confetti as I walked through the door, cheering that...
I should probably start my dinner soon, actually, because I'm going to make some homemade chicken noodle soup. If I have noodles.
I was sick of getting all this junk mail and decided to sit down and call every subscription and cancel. I recruited Clark and Ivan to help me. They sat down with snacks one afternoon and started
Yes.
cranking through phone calls. A few days, the tide of junk mail subsided and we celebrated our efforts. That only
Yes.
lasted a week. The next week, it started coming back in full force.
Guys, doesn't that sound good, dude?
Twice as much as before,
It's a fucking
even
fat
more
pot of
graphic
chicken noodle soup.
in the mix.
Lucky.
Not only did my... What?
I said lucky. Sorry.
A fox wolf?
Not only did my...
A double dog?
increase, but
You know what I mean? A
my
double
email
dog?
became
And flip a clip?
through all the new spam
Right.
messages.
Let me guess.
Google moved a lot of it to the spam filter, but there were still hundreds
Tiny
of
camera.
emails that made it through. My email had been subscribed to websites I've never heard
Oh
of.
shit, I forgot to...
Clark and Ivan were blown away by the new tide of junk mail. The event was dubbed Return to the Junk.
I put it small so it's harder to watch me vape.
Clark and Ivan to introduce me to other people at parties. One day, I was browsing Facebook's People You May Know section, and I came across someone's profile that had my picture with a different name. The account was open for anyone to view and had a lot of porn posts, status updates full of swearing, and praises to Hitler.
Here's my cock. These fucking brownies are awesome. Mein Fuhrer.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it.
Hey, that's not me. Wait a minute.
Hold on
Now,
a
what's
second.
all of this?
Oh, I don't like any of this. Also, I want, now that we're having a second to talk about this, the dare seems really weird when you're not even hanging out with the guy anymore.
Now it's just like a stranger that you're.
Does that make sense? Or does that
God damn
is
it.
there like a sense of consistency with that? If you're trying to ruin someone's life, would part of ruining someone's life is like cutting ties with all of his friends?
I guess I could start my oven at least.
In return of him not wanting to hang out with him, that's probably a part of him ruining his life, right?
So. Okay. It's kind of hard for me to get on board right now because it seems so absurd for two people who were friends all of a sudden be like, yeah, I'm a very, because it just
Guess who's got jury duty?
like a smart guy,
This
an
guy.
intellectual guy, stuff like that. It is hard for me to imagine someone who's actually good at things to be like, I'll dedicate my whole life towards torturing you for no reason.
My many years of being an adult human being, I finally got jury duty, and it better be a fucking interesting case.
Is that this guy isn't the guy who's torturing him isn't really.
I really hope it's like
smart dude.
Something where I have to think,
like, obsessed.
you know,
I think he's just fucking insane.
and like convince other people, like, hold on,
What other guy brings up the fact where he's like,
think
"Oh,
logically.
structure of my
Let's
life."
not use our emotions here.
Okay, yeah,
I want to do
that's
cool
what
shit
I'm
like that.
talking about. You have a job, yeah.
You might say that like once, and you're like, "Fuck, I feel like a rational person would be like, I feel like I need more structure. I'm not doing enough." But that would be like the kind of.
But it'll probably just be some shit like someone smash and grabbed a fucking convenience store. The dude's got 14 convictions already.
You missed high school? What are you talking about? You have a
Which,
job
to be
right now.
fair,
Yeah.
the main or protagonist, Xander, he was already like, I'm pretty fucking stupid as it is. So he, if anything, the guy probably just knows like what an onomatopoeia is. And he's like, God damn, this dude's pretty smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
So
think that
it's
he's
like
just.
our
You make
our
friends with a
protect-
fucking lunatic.
Yeah, our protagonist is kind of like isn't that well-rounded, isn't the brightest, knife in the drawer, so to speak. And he just so happens to be friends with this super obsessive guy. I feel like, I mean, I don't really want to like critique it and like, oh, what I would have done. But I feel like if this wasn't his friend and was more so just a guy he kind of knew, like say it's in a friend group and there's kind of a weird guy who comes around parties. And then one night, our main character drunkenly is like, oh yeah, well I dare you to ruin my life. And like this guy, who's like a social recluse, takes it super seriously. I feel like maybe that would make it a bit more creepy or believable, but where it's his friend, I'm like, why are you Duke? Like, but sure.
It's
If I imagine
I mean,
this is like an obsessive guy, sure.
It's part one.
Uh-oh, we got another viewer, dude. We're not alone anymore.
Find out more about their dynamic that might reveal
Yeah,
more later.
yeah. I may just be being too harsh right now. I'll give
Who
it-
could it be? George?
I frowned when I clicked on them.
Dustin?
When I clicked
Rachel?
On the pictures. Those
Samantha?
pictures were the same ones from my Facebook account. There
Juggle
were
Bob?
some pictures of me that weren't on my account.
Oh, never mind, they
Everyone
left.
else online.
They're like,
Keep in
fuck
mind,
this,
I
dude.
didn't
This is the
put
most
my
boring
name
shit
on
I've
it.
ever seen in my life.
I hit the report button and let Facebook know.
And I would
It was
agree,
a
man.
fake.
I wouldn't watch this shit either. You kidding
I
me?
think 3 months or so later is when more stuff started to happen.
I should be playing video
Yeah,
games,
I
dude. That's
was getting
exciting.
very Serious and discuss moving in together. Junk mail still rolls in, and I've started to just throw it
Just
away.
fucking smashing some bosses in Elden Ring.
Now to go to an actual university, so a new roommate Jackson has moved in. Clark and I attempted to befriend Jackson, but he's similar to Isaac. And
I actually stopped at the boss fight I'm at, so I could
A
stream
new
it.
game became available for pre-order, so I submitted my email.
But it might be late. I don't know.
I tried to log into my email to make sure the reserve code was there. I couldn't log in. I hit forgot password. It asked if I wanted to use my phone number to reset
Do it,
the
dude.
password.
I will
Just
watch
waited
it.
for my phone to light up. Never did. I pressed the button 3 more times, but no text ever came. I tried
Okay, I'm gonna at
password,
least finish this little
it worked.
cycle right here.
I frowned, but
Wait,
eventually just
what the
walked away
fuck?
from the
How did I do that?
I'll try again a different day. I sat down on the couch and pulled up Facebook on my phone. A pop-up appeared. You've been signed out, it said.
Why did I do two frames that are exactly the same?
I thought I'd hit the logout button on accident, so so I just typed in my email and password. Didn't work. Tried again, still told me the password was incorrect. My phone buzzed in my hand. Katie was calling me. I answered it and immediately became concerned. She was sobbing.
Katie?
You coward! You don't get to just Facebook me that shit. No, you have to talk to me and tell me with your voice.
Katie, what are you talking about?
Please, stupid asshole, say it.
Say what?
You Facebook me and say we are through, but when I call you, you deny everything? What the hell are you trying to pull, Xander?
Katie, my Facebook got hacked. I was literally just trying to log in when you called.
Alright, buddy.
I'm coming over.
I'm gonna end this. If you're leaving, I'm out of here, dude.
Sweetheart.
I'll see you soon. Enjoy your night.
Took me some time
Thanks for
to
hanging out for a bit, man.
understand that it hadn't been me, but she relented when I showed her that I couldn't.
I will indeed have a great
I
night.
googled how to get my Facebook account
Rest
back,
assured.
contacted their help center. Thankful they were able to get me back into my account.
You do the same.
Lots of links to porn sites have been posted all over.
Peace.
my page, but
I'm
I
outta
wanted
here,
back
too.
my account, so I spent time to
See you, brother.